how I was and how it's going. Wet, whole team going dumb in the chat. Nobody front, I came from way in the back. We was cool until we went and got the tap. Started making movies, now we don't know how to act. Jeez, you know me, I'm your OG, low key. I be so glad we ain't low key. Dozing, that is not us. I get no sleep. Who you know that could top us? I'm like, show me. Wife ain't rocking with no sign, she an Enneagram 10. Why I need a 9 when I just registered my pen? I was climbing to the ceiling, but I think God misplaced it. They won't put me on no playlist, I'm no good at fitting in. Baby, I'm drenched, living water flowing. Ain't no manifest, I'm reaping what I'm sowing. Yahweh told me he would do it and he wasn't joking. He the difference between how I was and how it's going. Wet, whole team going dumb in the chat. Nobody front, I came from way in the back. We was cool until we went and got the tap. Started making movies, now we done okay.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the New York Mets. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, a guy that's been having a huge impact for this team all year, Julio Rodriguez. He leads the team in wins above replacement, so most days these guys.
Yeah, Boog, he's definitely a huge piece of the puzzle for this ball club right now. He's just having a really nice year, and that's on both sides of the ball, not just offensively. You talk to guys in the clubhouse, the coaching staff, they always have great things to say about him, and they say the team really looks to him to be one of the on-field leaders day in and day out.
First pitch moments away, and on the hill, Pedro Martinez. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
All right, ready to get underway. Now up for St. Louis, Johnny Damon.
Center fielder, Johnny Damon.
The pitch. Ripped, but it curls foul. Here's your 1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Left-hand batter waits. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The pitch. That one the other way. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And up next for St. Louis, Barry Larkin. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Martinez, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Damon aboard here at first with nobody out. And another ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's sometimes where pitchers would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter. Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
That misses. And a count 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you look for something down in the zone, but not too far. They want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1. So that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
And a 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. And the batter will be the shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And he gets tied up right there.
Well, that knuckleball might have changed directions 3, 4, maybe even 5 times on its way to the plate, and that's how it's able to get a hitter to chase like. That sometimes it looks so easy to hit when you're watching it on TV or maybe in the on-deck circle, but when you're up there at the plate, it can be one of the most confusing things you've ever seen. Well, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base pass, it's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Here's Juan Soto. And that drops in for a strike.
Sometimes pitchers work him backwards, starting with the breaking ball, but it's a tricky approach. He almost wants to bait you out there to throw that stuff to start the at-bat.
And that one in the air center field. Under this one. Hauls it in for the out. Here's a Mets lineup now. And a big factor for them in recent games, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Well, he's been putting up some huge power numbers, and opposing pitchers know that they can't make mistakes to him. In fact, they probably circle him pregame, making sure that if they're in a situation where their back is against the wall, they're going to find a way to pitch around him. Players that are in the top 5 in slugging percentage in the league really don't get overlooked.
David Ortiz now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. Scoreless after 1.
Make a move, make a move. What it do, what it do, what it do. I was starving at the bottom, need a food.
Top of the second. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Hank Thompson. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And that is in for a strike. 0-1. And the slider just misses.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Bird. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate. Might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Righty delivers. And foul ball. One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Kyle Seager.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
There's a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
And that's in for a strike. Wow. St. Louis goes down in order. Redbirds down. Bottom half of inning number 2. And stepping in for New York, Adrian Beltre. This one chopped up the middle. And he'll be safe at first.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Moving to first. Beltre dives back in safely. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets in the scoring position.
And that one hammered. Damon reaching back towards the wall. And that one's gone. A 2-run homer, and they add a pair. It's 2-0.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Here's Ketel Marte. And it's fouled away. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Down the line, this one hammered, but it's foul. And a pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul. That's out to center field. And out number 1 on the grab. And next for the Mets, Vladimir Guerrero. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Right side. And Thompson makes the play. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offensive side for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times.
Rudder takes off, pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Runner on the go again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close.
Well, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the bag, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. Well, they didn't do a very good job of that.
Oh, now this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's 3-zip.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job.
Runner goes again. Throw to third. Save.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because he's not used to guys running on him, and right there, stealing third base probably caught him off guard a little bit.
That's a base hit as a run scores. Man at first. So now here's the Mets DH, Juan Soto. Tatis runs. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, he's got a cannon of an arm back there behind the dish. A good, accurate throw is just as important in controlling the running game. So maybe rush this throw a little bit.
Runner goes again. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Very risky right there to try to steal third with 2 outs and a left-hander at the plate. And there's an open lane for that catcher to throw down, but he gambled. Now he's at third, 90 feet closer. Perhaps a ball in the dirt that gets away from the catcher, and they pick up a run.
Damon makes the grab, and that is that. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Martinez back to work. Geloff measures 6 feet 2 inches. In the 8th spot in today's lineup, he's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware. Found back our way, and that's out of play. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's one away. Now, Jerry Hairston Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
0-2.
Got him swinging.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Damon in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
No por lo que yo tengo, por lo que yo he vivido y cómo me mantengo. La salud mental es lo primordial y el que critica lo contrario para mí está mal. Y no es por criticar, esa no es la intención, pero con todo lo que...
Back here in Queens, and now David Ortiz. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And first offering is fouled off. To the right side. Fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Adrian Beltre. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Right through there for a strike.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
The right fielder, number 21.
And here is Sosa to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Hits the fence. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, violent swing and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swing and a line drive curling foul down the right side. Runner at second, 2 down here in the last half of the third. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Inning over. Mets leave 1, but they lead it 4-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now it's going to be Barry Larkin right through there for a strike. Now this is in the air down the line. Sosa moving under this one. Calls it in, and there's 1 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the left fielder,
Ricky Henderson, the next to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. That's towards center. Guerrero moving under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. Here's Pete Alonso. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. That one missed. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Back here at Citi Field, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Vladimir Guerrero. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Necro throws over, and he's back in there. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Throw to second, and great jump.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game.
Runner on the go again. Throw to third, and he's in there easily.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. Wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
0-2 now. That's hard hit on the line. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags for third. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score. It's 5-0. Here's a big power threat. Julio Rodriguez. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
One strike.
Swing and a ground ball out to short into the outfield, base hit. And now the lineup turns over with one away. So man aboard, one down, and it's Tatis at the plate. 1 for 2. Here goes the runner. Throw to second, great jump.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
The pitch. Runner goes again. Throw to third, save. That wasn't close. And a pitch. Got it by him for the K.
Well, obviously.
New arm of the mound for the Cardinals, Dwayne Underwood Jr.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Outside low, and that's ball 2. That one to first, base hit, and a run in to score.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
So digging in, David Ortiz. Up and in, and that's ball 1. At the belt and fires. Foul ball there. Ball to strike. The pitch. Bounce to the right side. Toss to Alonso. And that'll do it. Runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Hank Thompson. And a swing and a miss.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Diaz stands in now and watches strike 1. And that one clips the corner.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Swing and a miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Now up for St. Louis, Kyle Seager. There's a swing and a miss.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
The line to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Back here in Queens, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Underwood back to work. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And Ricky Henderson the grab. Sammy Sosa up now for the Mets. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one is absolutely belted. Damon going back. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Typically not easy to go deep to center field, but he almost did right there and got a little help from the wind, just not enough.
High fly ball out to left field. And Ricky Henderson the grab. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Zach Geloff. And that's outside. Ball 1. That misses off the outside edge.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And a pitch.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to run velocity and stay there. Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
And there's the strike. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
The pitch. Swings and misses. 7 in a row by way of the K. So another good inning. Well, we go bottom 6. And now the center fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. The right-hander back to work. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Guerrero goes 6 feet 3 inches. A career batting average over 300. And he's a former home run derby champ. He swings, floats it into left, and it falls. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. He didn't exactly connect with this one as he netted out front, but he still put a decent enough swing on it to get it into the outfield. You know, and if you finish the swing and just extend your follow-through, you're going to run into knocks just like that.
And it's through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Waste no time there. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Next to hit, Julio Rodriguez. And a foul ball. Yo, 1. And it's strike 2.
Yeah, you can see he just kind of stabbed at that one instead of just keeping his hands soft and absorbing the baseball with the bat.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. And that's all they'll get. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Underwood keeping an eye on him. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Safe at second, and that was not close.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite-level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal at second base.
The Mets up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's too high. Tatis waits. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 3. And there's ball 4.
Outside. Take your base.
Juan Soto now. On the ground. And that's just foul. 1 out, bases full. That one fouled off. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. That one hit to right. Makes the grab on the run. Both runners tagging from second and third. Applies the tag, and they back here at Citi Field. Now the number 2 hitter, Barry Larkin. The other way. Ortiz takes it to the bag. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. Ricky Henderson will hit next.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
1 down, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Pete Alonso next up for the Cardinals. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And a big swing and a miss.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Stays alive. And now 1-2.
It's a good take.
And another ball. Popped up. Beltre settles underneath it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. And down in order go the Cardinals. Still bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for New York, David Ortiz. Underwood back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Right-handed reliever. And that one is lifted in the air. Henderson moves under it. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting.
Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Adrian Beltre. 1 for 3. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Now the 0-1. Out towards right center field. Thompson on the move. Brings it in. And there's 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
On the ground to the left. Gathered in by Seager. Throw to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Mets go down quickly. They lead it, though, 6-0.
Yeah. Who that in the whip?
We're at the top of the 8th. Here's Thompson to hit now.
The right fielder, Haynes Thompson.
And he deals. And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a ball popped up. Tatis drifts towards it. He makes the grab. 1 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Diaz stands in here. Takes ball 1 low. And strike 1 to the catcher.
1-1.
1 down, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Caught it, looking for the K.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Kyle Seager now at the plate. Got a good eye there. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The Mets up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 8th. And that's a little bit high. And it's 2-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Everything came together for him. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
And a swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's the 3rd out. So 1 left for the Cardinals. They still find themselves down 6-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's the switch hitting second. The right-hander back to work. And there's a ball. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Scott Alexander, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Kirkering, the right-hander, also getting loose. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Just missed it.
Well, I didn't think he got it off the bat, but the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected. Nice job of the center fielder. Puts it all the way back to the warning track. Man.
Here's the center fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Way back there. Out of here. A home run off the foul pole. A solo shot. And they tack on to their lead. It's 7-0.
They wasted no time in that at bat. Swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
So up next for New York, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Chopped left side, and he picks it up in foul territory. And he swings. Through that one. 1 run across in the frame so far. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ground ball up the middle. Larkin sends it to first. And Guerrero is set down. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is Julio Rodriguez. Sneaks through, base hit. And that gives Fernando Tatis Jr. a chance to hit with 2 out.
No, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Runner takes off. Throw there. Safe. Chris's wheels with a difference. Maker on that play just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen.
Runner goes again. Throw to third. Save.
They're merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with the big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
2 outs. Now he breaks his bat. Tosses to first. And they take care of Tatis for the. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Jerry Hairston Jr. First pitch misses.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Balls, no strike.
Righty to the plate.
Strike.
Hard hit down the line and left. And there's a hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle.
To second, there's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
And that one a little below the knees. And 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. The Cards with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the ninth. Line drive. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets take this one in a blowout.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.